Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to 4GQ TV, man. This is your host, PK, the most electrifying man. All entertainment is right here, and I got all of my friends and family here. This is like a awesome show here, man. Let me tell you, we got hybrid retro renegades, and we got dragons. Den. Look, this is telling you we got an extended family, and I'm glad they all here to definitely be here to help us move this conversation forward and have good conversations. And we're going to talk about some controversial stuff, some dope stuff, and some speculative stuff. I can't even get it out of my mind. But anyways, I tell you what, man, I appreciate you guys coming through. Hey, let's start with AD. Let me check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Hey, let
My
me
check, my
start with
check.
who's to my left. We got Cerebral Paul. Cerebral Paul in the house. Hey man, tell him what's up, man. How you doing there?
I am doing great. It's fun to be on the show. It's fun to be that I'm going to be a regular part of the show, and don't mind me while I adjust my camera. And I'm just looking forward to some fun conversation and some knowledge here tonight.
That's what's up, man. Hey, check this out. Definitely to the left of him, we got the almighty dragon himself, Mr. 108 Dragon TV. What's going on, big bro?
Life is good, man. Ready to hop into these topics. Thanks for having me, and let's get this 4GQ TV popping. Let's go!
That's dope. And below
Wait
me,
a
we
minute.
got the famous Infinite.
What's up,
What's
gentlemen?
good, bro?
Yeah, man, super excited about tonight's show. Let's get it going, man.
Yo, it's not streaming.
Nope, we're not live. I was about to say the same.
Yeah, we are.
Wait,
We're recorded.
are.
We are? All right.
Yeah.
It's not
good.
updated
No,
for me.
we're
It's
live.
just on the wrong link. It's
I
on the wrong link.
had to go out of the
Create a
channel
new
and
link.
back in, but we're live.
Yeah.
We are live.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
we
you go. Okay, I got it. My bad.
There
Don't
we
know
go.
what happened there.
No, we
but
live,
got
we
some
live, we
links
live.
mixed up.
Yeah. Sorry. Beautiful YouTube.
We shared out
So
the
let's
wrong
see,
link,
let's
too,
see,
'cause
let's see. We
that
got
ain't what-
the Mr. Mysterious Yobi here, man. I don't know what's going on, but he did pop in. I'm glad he's here. So what's up, Yobi, the Mr. Dragonheart himself?
What's happening? What is happening? Can y'all hear me? Mic check 1 2.
Yep, we hear you.
We can't hear him, dude. We can't hear you.
All right, this is mic check 1 2 1 2. Mr. Dragonheart Yobi here, Mr. Peace Love Light, aka Daddy Hootenanny. It's in the house, representing that Retro Renegades for your flavor in the ear. Listen, we also got to congratulate PK on his first debut episode of taking on the 4GQ TV. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, let's get it.
All right, cool. Hey, thanks again, everybody, for coming through. Thanks again for everybody. Thanks for coming through in the last minute. Definitely. We got some cool things that going down. Hey man, first let's just throw some low balls. Anybody check out Psychonauts 2? Anybody check that out this week?
Yes.
Let's
Not yet.
start.
I'm playing the first one at the moment.
Dope. Me too. Let's start with you, Yobi, since you last one. What's your thoughts, bro?
I haven't played the new one yet. I'm currently on the first one right now.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah,
Sorry. What about you,
it's cool.
108?
Want to get to the
Well, I'm
first
gonna
before I
say
get the
this.
second
I
one.
beat the first one. I didn't like it. You know, it wasn't really for me. Not that it was a bad game. I ain't understand what was going on. I still played through it. I beat it. I just recently started the second one. This game is, first of all, it's a beautiful game. The layout is fine. The story is crazy. The platforming is dope. The music in the game is fire. Like it fits even though the game is crazy and you in people's minds and all kind of stuff. I think the score of this title is just absolutely amazing. It's a good game, man. It's definitely. I don't like to say things a game of the years because we still got a big one coming, but
Right.
it's definitely in the talks. I like it, and like I said, I'm not a fan of the first one, so I'm into it.
That's dope. Oh man, Cerebral Paul, you sitting right next to Big Bro. Did you try it out? What you think, bro?
I am 5 or 6 hours into it. I love the game. And remember, some of you may know, before the game even launched, I got into it with a bunch of people regarding them putting God mode into the game and stuff like that. Let me just say that God mode does not help with my inability to platform in that game. Okay. So I still have some very frustrating moments. I am streaming my entire playthrough. I've done 3 parts so far, at
Yeah, I've
Oh
about
been
two
wow.
watching it.
hours each,
Facts.
or so. And you can see my frustration when it starts to come across. But that's, for me. That's just part of playing any game. Sometimes, in this case, I'm just letting you see it. I'm letting it be very organic as I play through. And so far, I am enjoying it. It frustrates me, not because of the game, but because of my limitations trying to play the game.
Can
Mm.
I
But
interrupt you
I
for a
think,
minute?
yeah.
You and Mike from NLG are the reason I said I'm gonna download the game. I just wanted to put that out there because I watched you play. You know, I've been in your chat, so I was like, damn, let me watch Paul play. You know what I'm saying? Then I went from you, then I went to Mike, and y'all really made me say, okay, this game is dope. Y'all the main two people I've watched play this game, and y'all basically been consistent with your streaming. So you definitely got
Oh,
me into it.
thank you. I appreciate that, and it's nice to know that my stream, even in that little way, I don't want to say affecting, but influencing people,
Mm-hmm.
because I want people to see that part of the game. You know.
That's what's up. And
Okay.
hey, Infinite, did you get a chance to get that a shot?
Yeah, I too. I'm like a lot like Dragon. So Lemon, same situation. First one, I played through it. I didn't really understand what was going on, but
Right.
the game guides you along. So, but I really understand the story. But I played through it. This one has a way better story right away. Right at the get go, I understand what's going on. I understand the purpose. I feel like
Right.
the story is good. It has a good narrative to it. I only put it on because all the heat it was getting over its artistic ability or its artistic direction about looking like garbage. So I was like, you know what, I gotta check this out because I'm seeing
Looking
people
like
stories here.
garbage?
Yeah,
Really?
I'm all
You know
over.
what? You know where that
So this
came
game
from.
was garbage.
You know, right?
Wow.
I checked it out. I was like, man, this game is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna start playing through it. Same situation, great story. I know what's going on this time. I probably got about 3 or 4 hours into it. I don't know if I'm gonna pick it back up or not, just because the library is what it is. I have my set games that I play on a regular basis, and then when I have an extra time or I feel the need, I'll jump into something else when I feel randy about it. But other than that, that's about it. I don't know if I'll go back into it, not because the game sucks, but just because I don't think it's gonna interrupt my time with the limited time that I have. That
But
makes
Now,
any sense.
I mean, I get that.
you know what people don't talk about? You don't really have to know the first game because first when we start the game, it gives
Right.
you kind of like a backlog of what happened.
Facts.
Yep.
Gives you
And
you know,
yeah,
so it
the
brings you
first
up
game
to
is
date.
14 years
The whole
old. The first
intro
game is
Right,
is
14 years
basically
old.
right,
There's a lot of
is
people who've never seen the first game. You
right.
know.
So
right.
it brings you into it because I needed a refresh too. Because I was like,
Yep.
man, I remember that game, but I don't know what the hell was going on back then. So when you get introduced to the game this time, gives you a little bit of history, and then you move forward, and then you could tell from the pickup from Microsoft where all the work went. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
It,
it's a well thought out game, and I'm telling you that music
yeah.
in the game fits every single situation. You usually don't see a score of this
Yep.
magnitude in a
And
title
Yeah,
in a
we
title.
it is somewhat self-aware, because at one point he goes, "Gee, I haven't been here in
Mm-hmm.
days. I haven't been here in days." You know, it's
Yeah,
Right,
we
right.
just recently replayed the first Psychonauts on RetroRenegades. Probably I don't know, maybe a month ago.
Mm.
Played 2 hours right from the beginning to 2 hours into it, and I still just had the same situation. Like really didn't know what was going on. Just the game guides you through, you know.
Yeah, I
This one I
see.
feel is way better story wise.
Yeah, and I will say for me, I definitely am enjoying it. I think it's solid overall. I play a lot of platformers. They're usually my jam. Um, and even playing some of the other ones, like what was it, the Tails, Lucky Tails, and some of the other platformers. This one feels ultimately solid. Like they definitely narrowed down the focus, got the camera right. They got a lot of
Yeah,
dialogue, and the controls don't feel wonky. Like it feels natural while you're playing. Like it doesn't feel off. Like they don't hold your hand necessarily, but it's easy to kind of figure out what you got to do next, right? It's kind of like they give you enough freedom to kind of make choices without making you feel like they need to hold your hand, if that makes sense. I do like it does look great to me. It's a simple art style, but it does have a lot of little pretty aesthetics to it. I think, especially in the backgrounds, the colors pop. Everything is just, I think overall is just solid,
Yeah, the
right? And
color
I'm playing
gamut is
through it,
crazy.
and I play a lot of platformers. And maybe this is the difference between when you're funding this yourself and you have a company behind you putting money into your project, you can put more of what you want into it. I don't know, but I thought it was overall solid, and I appreciate it, guys. I think for sure you don't need to play the first one to enjoy this one
You know, I agree.
because they do give you that huge cinematic in the beginning to kind of catch you up for sure. Um,
Hmm.
so yeah, I think it's dope for sure. So with that being said, let's move on to something maybe exciting.
Let me just throw out real quick that I think people playing this game and the first game being available on Game Pass, I think once they finish this game, they may go check out the first one.
Yeah.
You know,
Not
be,
saying that they might not enjoy it as much,
They
but
might not
right,
get that enjoyable experience though. I ain't gonna
yeah,
lie, because
right,
I tried to replay it and I said, uh-uh.
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Back
No
then,
kidding.
but it's not just this game. We discussed this last week on the Den. Like I was like,
Yeah,
as much as I love Metal Gear Solid 2, it don't control good for today's standards.
yeah,
It just doesn't translate well. So it's not the
yeah.
only game. It just time. It just didn't age well. The controls. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, you
Yep.
good. So that's a good point. However, like everyone kind of stated, it may not get the same feel because this one feels like they kind of hit all the check marks
Facts.
to polish it and keep it solid. They didn't go overboard. They kept it as simple as it could be, but still was able to draw in new audience, I think. So if you haven't tried it, I strongly definitely recommend giving it a shot. Um, it is definitely a dope game. And with that said, let's move on to something maybe exciting.
We lost Yobi.
PlayStation. Yeah, see when he comes back. Let's see. Looks like he's coming back.
Who comes back?
Oh, that's Timmy.
Oh,
That's
that's
Timmy.
Timmy.
We
Can you
got
hear me?
Timmy.
We got
Timmy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Fast,
Timmy. Timmy.
fashionably late. Don't worry about Timmy. Fashionably late.
It's all right.
what
It's
I
that-
all
that's what
right.
joined, but I didn't know
do.
whether you could hear me or not because
Yo, listen, we
I,
just
Yeah.
swapped
I
them out like a
pressed on the link and it
substitute.
didn't work. Then I had to get another link.
Timmy said, "Coach, let me in. I could do
I
it.
got
Let
you.
me in,
I got
Coach."
you. I got you. So, with that being said, we're gonna move on to something maybe exciting. So, Sony announced their PlayStation Experience, or is it PlayStation Reveal, or what is the
It's called
show called?
PlayStation
Yeah,
Experience.
so,
Yeah,
yeah.
PlayStation
All right,
Experience.
cool.
Yeah.
So, PlayStation Experience, and I think it's on the 9th.
Yes.
So what I want to
Yeah.
do is just kind of get an idea. You guys expecting anything to be crazy reveal? Because they said there's a lot of PlayStation 5 reveals. I don't know how true it is, but you guys, I will start with Cerebral Paul. Do you speculate that this might have some thunder coming out the box here?
I have no idea what to expect from Sony nowadays. I really don't. Nothing big has leaked lately. Nothing, out of the ordinary. So I'm going in totally, you know, totally with no expectation, which is a good thing for me because it means that if they do a big wow drop, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's cool. You know. So
That's
that's
dope.
where I'm at with it. Yeah.
That's dope, and I mean that's a good way to have it. Some people are looking forward to some things, and some people, you know, uh,
What
expect some
I've
stuff.
learned,
So
what I've learned is if you have expectations and they don't happen, all of a sudden, well, that show wasn't that good because it doesn't meet your expectations. So
Right.
if you go in with no expectations, anything they do is going to be awesome. You know,
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. For sure. Definitely. What about you, 108?
Man, what's up, man? We've been in a drought, and the last showcase they had, um, it was and I ain't talking about the indie situation. I'm talking about when they wanted to show Horizon Forbidden West. They showed 3 hours of land layout, right? We almost went live on the den, right on 108. And I said, "Nah, we're not doing it. I don't trust them." Luckily, we didn't because it would have been a lose-lose situation for us. Then they showed the gameplay of it 3 hours later of the game. Awesome display of gameplay. Um, I'm not going into it with no anticipations. They've been quiet, very, very quiet. So I'm thinking with Gamescom being quiet for them, E3 being quiet for them, not attending. I'm expecting them to give us something that will satisfy our appetites because they can't keep not saying something. You
Right.
know, they
Right.
want to be market leaders. They talking about all these numbers in console. So where's the games? We got two exclusives: Ratchet and Clank, received well. Returnal not received well. Horizon Forbidden West missing holiday season. They got no games for holiday season from first party.
Yeah, we know right now.
All that we know, right? And
Yeah.
they got to do something. So I'm anticipating, and I usually don't do this. I think they're gonna try to bring some type of heat because right now they've been getting so much backlash as other topics we're gonna talk into later. I think they're gonna try to give us some fire, and if they don't, they're gonna get a lot of free smoke. But I'm
It might be
hoping.
dangerous to say Sony and fire in the same sentence right now. So.
Damn,
Wow.
damn.
We're not gonna do that here. We're not gonna
No,
do
no,
Nah.
I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun.
that.
But I'm just saying this would be the time before the holiday season to drop some fire. So I'm gonna put it out on the limb. I think they're gonna bring some good heat for PlayStation fans. You know what I'm saying? Or give me a reason that said I'm on my second holiday season with a PS5 and I'm gonna need some titles. So with that being said, I think they're
Yeah.
gonna show something good, or at least have some decent information or something. You know,
and
something.
that's probably a good way to look at it too, man. Because you ain't said nothing but the word, right? This is facts, all the way down the block. What? So Yobi,
Talk
my
to me.
man, my guy, give me your thoughts. What do you think? Uh, the Sony show is gonna drop some fire. What do you think is gonna happen, or do you anticipate anything?
Honestly, I honestly feel like they they miss many drops. They missed the E3. They missed the last day they played. They didn't really. I think if correct me if I'm wrong, but then the last day they played. They already talked about things they already announced. Correct? If I'm wrong, let me know.
They announced a lot of things. They just re-show, but again, we don't know everything. This is holiday season coming up. You gotta.
Yeah, they
Right.
got it
This is
right.
your chance to hype
Right.
up something.
Right.
Right.
Honestly,
And
I
they
feel
skipped
like
Gamescom too. Let's not forget
right.
that.
GameStop, yeah. So I feel like they need to like now more than ever. They need to be on the mark. Like they missed GameCon, they missed E3. A lot of Sony fans, myself included, are still to this day feeling left out and feeling betrayed, and some are not even saying anything. But I honestly feel like they need to drop the fire, and the fire needs to drop now because every other company is constantly building momentum. Sony's not really has been kind of dropping the ball on that. So honestly, do I feel like they're gonna show something? They need to show something. Yes, I feel like they're gonna show something. It had to be new or all new stuff. They need to announce like what's coming for the holiday 2020, 2021, going into 2022. So hopefully they drop something new. I'm actually excited.
Facts.
And that's dope. Like I said, it sounds like we having a good same kind of thoughts, right?
Of
What about
course.
you, Infinite? What about you? Do you sense they gonna bring something that to look forward to right now, or they're just gonna
Yeah,
rehash some of the
let's
stuff
let's
they
let's be
shown?
honest. When PlayStation themselves are excited about something they're about to do, we
Huh?
know it's going to be good. We
Right,
we
right, right.
we have we me as an Xbox fan or as an Xbox centric fan,
Mm,
I have the same problem Paul has. They say they're going to bring it. They say they're going to drop it, and then it's like, what
mm.
what you guys bring? What are you guys showing me? Because I
Yeah,
got nothing out of this show. But
Right.
when we all know when Sony says they're going to do something and they're going to have a great show, they have a great
They're gonna
lineup.
do it.
They're excited about what they're going to be showing. You know what's going to be excited about what we're going to be watching.
Right, right,
Mm.
right.
I mean, that's how it always is. But PlayStation's excited. The only I'm not excited about this is no VR. They already explicitly said they're not going to do anything about VR. This will be another showcase. So what they're going to show this showcase, maybe we'll get a new title launch for Q2 of next year, and maybe something for this holiday season. But I think they would have already said, or we would have already been planning something to be dropped this holiday season, gentlemen. I think they would have already said something. So look for Q1 or Q2 of next year. They're going to drop something good. So that's what I can think of.
Detroit
I
Become
agree
Human
with
2, announce it, please.
I agree with you there, Infinite. Typically if you excited to shout to the walls of and the roofs, it's probably got something fire. But as far as your VR, I mean, they got Tokyo Game Show left, right? And if they show up to that,
Microsoft is supposed to be showing up to that. I've heard like 15 minutes
They
show.
said they got a special event
Yeah,
and some
Microsoft
exclusive
is showing
content
it
Yes,
too.
information.
that is true. And since you're here, Timmy, what's your
A few
thoughts on Sony's show here?
I reckon they'll probably like show a lot of like stuff that's coming out soon or something, and then they might show one new thing to get people hyped, which is what they normally do. They'll show like a lot of stuff that people have seen before, and then they'll show something new, like one new thing, and then everyone get really hyped, which is quite often what they do.
Yep, and I would say for me, I kind of agree with everyone's thoughts, and everyone has different perspectives, but I also feel like I don't know if they're going to show us anything that's going to drop that's huge for holiday. I'm hopeful,
Right.
but I generally feel like their big bangers are being pushed out to 2022. So what is it they can drop right now that's going to excite us for the rest of the holiday? I'm not saying they
that we
can't
that
have
we
nothing.
that we already haven't heard
Well,
about.
you know
That's
what?
the thing,
I know what
is,
it won't be. It won't be Killzone.
Yeah.
So
Just saying.
I'm not. So, but I do, however, believe they gotta give.
Poor PK.
They gotta give a carrot for the stick, right? They gotta give
Yep.
you something. There's no way they can go into the holiday season and battle it out without a carrot in
PK,
front of the
PK,
stick.
that's
Yeah.
not correct. That's not correct. And I'm going to tell you why. The history of PlayStation. The history of PlayStation. First 2 years, they're carried by third party.
I'm not disagreeing.
No, but that's a fact. They don't come out with bangers. This is the first time they came out with a Ratchet and Clank in the first year ever. They usually wait till their consoles reach a certain level before they start dropping their AAAs. They are always carried by third party.
And
PS2, what was the
you
biggest
are
game?
right. However, we don't know what we don't know.
Facts.
We do not know what deals they have. Remember, they own half of Evo now and using that as a platform to advertise their console. So we don't know what exclusivity they may have stretching out of these things that they're investing in. But
they got a
with
big
that
game
said,
coming for holiday. Everybody
Which
don't want
one?
to talk about it. They got a big game coming.
What is it?
Deathloop.
Oh, well, I'm excited for Deathloop.
I'm excited for Deathloop too. And
I'm glad you guys are.
Coming out as well. Kenna British Spirits is coming out as well, isn't it?
Hey, listen.
I'm glad you guys are.
Listen, we know what's coming to Xbox, right? But if you're a PlayStation fan, right? Only, not if you're multiplat, if you're a PlayStation fan only, you know that title looks good. You know, Xbox, we like, okay, we got other titles, and it's still coming to us. But for a PlayStation only fan, right? Like, I got Final Fantasy VII. I didn't have to wait for it to come to Xbox, and it's still not here. So that's not going to happen to Deathloop. But at least you have that to look forward to in September. So
right. So, and with that said, we could segue into
and Psychonauts.
We could segue into some more PlayStation news.
Let's go.
There was an announcement of Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West, and it's not so well received. And anybody, and maybe I should start with one Oasis. He just got talking about is
just gonna make me look like the PlayStation.
No. You might have. Listen, you might have more information about the situation because you seem more passionate than the rest of us. Because me, I'll just buy it on the one I got and not trip on it. But
Infinite, do you have a PS5?
No, I gave mine to my. I got pre-ordered 2. I gave them away. I didn't play.
Okay, look. So that means I'm the only dude on this panel with one.
You're the only PlayStation fan.
No, I've got PS5 as well.
I have.
Oh, you got PS5, Timmy? Thank you for joining Team PS.
I only had. I think me and Yobi only
five.
have
Yobi, five. I'm talking about 5.
We got 4.
We're 4 crew over here.
I have access to a 4
Go on to your segue.
Yeah.
Go on to your segue, PK. My bad.
No. I just wanted to make sure that we give the audience the complete detailed story of what is going on and why all these memes, even from the Xbox news about smart delivery, is a thing.
Where you want me to start?
Just start. Well, tell
Right
them what
there.
it is. What
Okay.
what is
Take off.
going on with this whole thing? What is the
If
big
you're gonna
issue?
get lemon started on Spark Delivery, let me do my sign off now because that's gonna wrap.
no, no, no.
Oh
We're
damn!
not. We're not doing.
Damn!
We're not doing smart delivery. We're talking
No,
about
no, no. I'm
Horizon
not.
Zero.
No. I'm not. Listen. I want to talk about a situation that happened today, right? First of all, if you believe in generations, right? Why you keep charging us for all these games and features and updates behind a paywall, right? So I went into a PlayStation forum and I said, listen, guys, like I'm a PlayStation owner. This has nothing to do with Xbox. Why are we being charged for haptic feedback? Why are we being charged for 60 frames per second? And we're being charged for content that we already got, multiplayer and all these other things. I don't understand how nobody's complaining on the PlayStation side. They wanna. Yo, I don't
Numb.
know,
That's
man.
why.
Yo, no, I don't want to call people that. I don't want to disrespect nobody. But what I will say is, listen, as a consumer, you want bang for buck. I don't want you to be Game Pass. I would like y'all to come out with something to match, to be a competition, better for the gamer. But you don't have to be Game Pass. But it seems like Sony is nickel and diming all of us for every little thing they do. Oh, you turned on your PlayStation today? That's $1.99. I see you next week. We put haptic feedback. That's $10. Y'all charging for everything. So what I brought myself to say, and I sat back. I said, you know what, PK? Why buy Forbidden West PlayStation 5 version? And I could just spend $60 because the game looks fantastic from the last game. I don't need the PlayStation 5 version. This is backwards compatible anyway because they're charging you for anything that they're doing. Anything that they're doing. They're charging you for music. They're charging you for features in the controller, which you already paid $542
for keeping you
for the
saves as well.
It's like, yo, what are you, nickel and dominance? It's like play to win. Not pay to win, play to win. So you pay for it. I'm not paying for features built into my system. I don't know how anybody else look at that, man. I got systems. They launch day on both systems. And I'm telling you, I've saved more money with Xbox than PlayStation because they're charging you for anything they decide to do. Anything. And I'm not going to make it about smart delivery. I want Sony to pay attention to what they're doing to their consumer. But what kills me that the PlayStation community is worrying about more what Xbox does than PlayStation's doing to you. What Xbox Game Pass don't hurt you. If you don't want Game Pass, don't buy it. Don't buy Xbox. But why are you not mad about PlayStation charging you all these different prices for every little thing they do?
Right.
It doesn't make sense. As a consumer, I'm not upgrading to nothing. I think I'm buying Horizon Forbidden West, the PS4 version, and do backwards compatibility. I'm not going to give them the money because I feel disrespected that you even bought a special edition of Horizon Forbidden West at $70 and you still don't get the PlayStation 5 version. You got to pay $10 more to get the PlayStation 5 and the PS4 version.
So let me get this right.
That's crazy.
So let me just back up.
$80.
What comes with the special edition version? The $70 PS4. What? Why is this
not a PlayStation 5 upgrade? I know that much. That's what doesn't come with it. I don't care what comes with it.
Yeah.
You figure special edition, you're gonna get the PS4 and the PS5. No.
Yeah.
You're getting none of that. Nah.
Is that the game where the paywall, the photo mode is behind the paywall?
Yes.
Yes.
Another thing, they're charging us for photo mode. Ratchet and Clank, did they charge us for photo mode? No,
Narf.
they didn't. So why are you charging me in Spider-Man? Do they charge you for photo mode?
Oh.
In Miles Morales? No. What are y'all doing? So you're saying, wait a minute, we should have charged for that. Damn, we jerked ourselves.
I want a nickel and dime everybody.
Got you.
Hey, Yobi, I got to get this super chat. Yobi, we got a special super chat in here for you, homie. I
You want me to read it?
Come look at it. Yeah.
I got you. Let's see. The super chat says Percolator 9000. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate you. He says, "What up, everybody? Yo, say my name. Hit him with the percolator. Hold on,
Yo,
Perk.
appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for hitting
Thanks
us
for the
up with the super
brother.
chat for show. I'm glad Yopi was here to say your name. That's what's good.
Percolator.
With that said, looks like 108 took a time out. Hey, Infinite, can you expand a little bit? I
Right
know
down
you
of laughter.
you might not be a PS5 owner, but what do you think about this controversy here, bro?
I'm pretty sure Lemon pretty much summed it up right. That's about it, man. There's not much more to say after that. That was a good rant, and it was definitely all legit, all truth. I don't see it any other way. I'm sure the people who are PlayStation centric fans probably see it a different way. That's their cost of upgrading. That's their cost of playing. But I don't see it that way because I'm not forced to play that way. So
I
Paint
got
the
you.
greatness, as they
Yeah,
say.
I get you.
I mean,
Go ahead, Timmy.
if it was
Paint
my
the greatness, as
console,
they
I
say.
would. Yeah, if it was Xbox doing it, I'd be fronting that cash up too. I'd be paying the extra $20 for the extended version on the Xbox Series X. I would be doing it. So I can't say in one side that it's a shame when I can't say I would be doing it myself. So it's a
I'm
shame
not doing it for
that
nobody.
that group it will be doing it. But I would
Nah.
probably do it myself if I wanted to play it and I want the Series X version. That's the version I'm playing. But unfortunately, or I should say fortunately, they don't do that to us over here on the Xbox side. So I don't have to worry about that.
I got a problem with Microsoft too, though.
In what
Okay,
regard?
we'll get to that.
We're not talking
Yeah,
about
because
games
they keep bringing out all these damn controllers, and I just keep buying them. I got a problem.
Uh,
Fix.
I'm not buying it. The
well,
problem is
somebody take this man's wallet from him. He can't stop spending money.
Can't stop
Hey.
spending money on controllers, and I'm still trying to get a system. I'm ready to sell my
somebody on the
soul.
PlayStation side would say, "Hey, with all that stick drift, you're gonna need them." But it is what it is, right?
Come on, yo.
Hey, why not sell the box for Xbox? I gotta do it for PlayStation 2, all right? I'm just trying to keep it level.
Okay.
Listen, man,
But-
this is the truth. I got a problem, man. I got to go to an AAA meeting for buying controllers, man. I got more controllers than I got family members. I don't even use all these damn controllers. They don't come out with a Forza controller. I'm like, oh, pre-ordered that. Next day, they gonna show a Halo 117 controller, Elite Series 2. I'm like, I got one, just brand new. I bought another one. It's like pimping my ride, man.
This man.
I'm gonna start claiming Microsoft on my taxes, like taking care of my kid in college.
Hold on, we got try to get Timmy here and get his thought real quick. Oh my goodness.
And
What was your
Timmy
thought
leaves.
on
There you go.
Flipping. It's weird. It keeps like buffering and lagging out for some weird reason.
You ain't got
It normally
any?
does that.
Do you have any more on this PlayStation? Timmy.
Don't you also have to have it? You have to have, was it PS Now to be able to keep saves? If you don't have PS Now for a certain amount of time, you lose all your saves in the cloud then as well.
Yeah, I mean we definitely are aware of that piece. I'm just speaking on the Horizon Zero Dawn in general.
I don't know what they would add to photo mode to make you have to pay an extra load of money. Like, what on earth would they put into photo mode to make you need to pay an extra $10?
I don't think photo mode is worth $10, but I get it. A lot of people like making pics and whatnot, and I understand. And like I said, I'll get to my point. I just want to ensure everyone to get a chance to voice how their perception is on this. So, what about you, Cerebral Paul? You got something to add to?
Yeah, well, let me just say that I'm on a fixed income. If I was a Sony person, I couldn't afford to keep up with them. It's like, I would have to get the cheaper version. I can't be, every time they come out with a newer, better, bigger version, I can't afford to be shelling out another full price for a game. That to me, that's just, like Lemon says, financially, that doesn't make sense. I mean, even if you have the money financially, that doesn't make sense.
Facts.
Yeah,
So that's my whole thing. You're in a way they could be shutting out some gamers because of that. Especially in today's world, a lot of people are strapped for cash. They want to play because they need that that stress release, but by charging 70, 80, 90 bucks for a game that you just bought last year, if you want that game, if you want that haptic feedback, you got to pay, whatever.
And I got to
It
tell
to
you
me.
something before when Paul finished. My bad.
No, I was pretty much done anyway. Go ahead.
I'm gonna pull out the fraud police on myself right now. That's what we gonna do. Because I just got a call from my district manager of GameStop, not mine because I don't work there, but fraud police on me. I'm a liar. He just pre-ordered Horizon Forbidden West Collector's Edition for me.
On the PS5? On the PS5?
That's why I cut my camera off.
Oh.
Listen, I have a problem. Look.
We gonna erase this rant that 108 did because he just went ahead and
listen. I fraud police on my look. I fraud police on myself. God damn it! I fraud police on myself.
That's a police life.
Listen. I told you I got a problem, man. I fraud police. Listen, Design Labs, Looney Tunes.
Wait, you weren't supposed to do that until oh,
look,
oh my god!
I didn't even need this. 2 elite controllers. Yo, listen, I got a problem.
Hey, if you need somewhere to sit with them elites,
hey, for real, let's go.
Yo, listen, y'all gonna help me?
I'll take that rail off.
Listen, I don't need somebody to pay for my program, man. Come on. I'm reaching out for help.
Let me tell y'all how I view this. Let me tell you.
Crazy.
Listen, I'm this guy who has. I did not buy Horizon Zero Dawn on PlayStation. Okay, I got it on PC. So I got all the goodies, right? It runs more than 60 frames on. So, I don't have to pay for the extra next gen features. And when the second one comes, I'll wait until it also comes to PC. Either way, I'm not going to spend an extra. So I look at it like you're charging your own customers, not PC, but your own customers extra for something that is unnecessary. It's more like a industry standard. Let's be honest. For 60 frames, should not cost extra $10. These games are made to scale. They make it at the highest quality and then scale it down. So that means that the technology should be capable of doing the same performance, just at a lower resolution or graphic fidelity, I would believe. So I don't understand it. I would hope that the PlayStation community, especially the fans that only have one console, I'm blessed to have every platform more than once. I have what 5 Xboxes in the house and 2 Switches, 2 VRs, and 2 gaming PCs. I could go on. I have a problem too. But the point is,
3 PlayStation, 2 Xboxes.
The point I'm making is I do have PlayStation. I do have all these platforms, so I do consume a lot of gaming. You guys don't want to believe me? You can look at my achievements.
Okay,
in 1 month, you tell me. So
15,000 plus every month.
I do play games a lot.
15,000 plus every month.
You only play
I generally feel like it's not that. I think that Sony should definitely need to change the way they do their business model, because it's starting to stick out, right? And I'm not going to say that even Nintendo does something similar. They just keep it under the hat, whereas they just cut off the older system and just have you pay for the port on the new system. And even though it's the same tactic, they do it under the hat, so you don't see it, because it's not 2 of the same simultaneous. They just cut off the other one so that you have no choice but to buy the one on the
right. And interestingly, Microsoft changed the one thing they used to,
Bayonetta, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Remember, Microsoft changed one of the things they used to do, where it was the free-to-play games were free on PC, but we had to pay for Game Pass or whatever to play that same free-to-play game. They've now removed those from the paywall, so it's free to everybody.
And you see, the thing is, and I'm not trying to go down that rabbit hole, because I have a lot of opinions on that, not just the surface stuff, which we all know. about the
Right.
paywall, but the technology behind it. Because the reason
Right.
why the PlayStation 3 and 4 had the free to play in the beginning was
Hmm.
because their servers did not offer the same. They didn't have enough servers nor the quality that the Microsofts had, right? So, and I'm
Right.
not trying to go down that wall. I'm just saying there is a difference, a
No, there's
huge
Right.
there's a major
difference,
difference that you
and
forget too that nobody talks about.
but it's not something I would say that's for a good another show, a good another topic for
Yeah,
No,
sure.
but
but
what's the
I'm just
what's
But
what's
saying
the
that
main what's the
that
main reason they didn't have a paywall? Because they never was charging for
well,
PlayStation
well, check this out.
online.
I'll tell you guys high level. I'll tell you guys high level. The the Vita, the PS3, and the PS4 all use the same 13,000 shared servers, whereas the
Ooh,
360
What?
had 50,000 dedicated, and the Xbox One had 100,000 dedicated servers.
dedicated.
That is
Yeah.
Wait,
a
what?
difference.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
why there was no charge because they did not have an infrastructure for it to matter.
They
Wait, is
got one
that
now. It's
true?
called Azure.
I'm not again.
Yeah.
I didn't
I'm
know
not
they
trying to go
shared
down that.
servers.
I'm not
Yeah.
trying to go down that route,
Hey,
but
that's the
I'm trying to
truth.
tell
This
you.
is
That's
new
not
information.
shade.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
just true.
even
Wow.
Switch, even Nintendo just got off of Windows 95 not
Yeah.
too long, like last year. Like, come on, man. It's like it's a
Mama.
different story here. So, but anyways, we're going off topic. Let me just put it this way. I
I'm about
think
to
that
call my
definitely this
mama.
is kind of foul to want to charge someone not just $10. I hear 80 altogether to get the next generation version
Yeah.
of this game, which is typically the same version, just unlocked features that could be on the older console, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's be
Mm-hmm.
honest, is it really next generation? If it works on the other if it works on the older console, is it true next generation?
Nope.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna be
Yes.
nice. I'm gonna be
Because no,
nice.
no, no. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why, right? Because if you have the same game on both platforms, PS4, PS5, one has ray tracing, one don't. Ray tracing is next gen, no
I get
matter
that.
how you like it or not.
I get
So
that.
it's
So
like
Right.
let
it's
me
like
just
saying somebody with a 3090, right,
Uh-huh.
or somebody with a 3060. There's a difference in graphics.
I
That's
hear
just the
that
facts.
piece, but that's not that big of a gap
No,
between the
I didn't say it
PS5
was a
and
big gap.
all
But what
right.
I'm pointing out is the facts. Let's
All
not
right.
get crazy. You got
All
nicer
right.
features.
But
It's like buying a Bentley with
I get
AC,
you.
and then you buy a Volkswagen with AC. They both
I
got AC, but that Volkswagen is not a Bentley.
I agree. I
Actually,
agree
that's a
100.
Volkswagen.
But what I want to point out is if you buy it on PC, no matter if you have a 3090 or a 2080, you can still play that game.
Oh, you can still play
Yep.
the game, but at what fidelity?
But you don't have to pay any different
No,
price.
no. Well. See, you know what? I'm gonna
The
leave that
price
alone.
is
You the
still
host
the
of this show,
same.
and I'm a
Well, no,
kayate.
no. You have
I'm a
to. You
kayate.
may have to upgrade the card, but you're not paying for the
But
game a second time.
but I'm saying is
I
you
just know
don't
your
have
game won't
you
look like mine's.
uh,
That's
I
the point.
agree. I
That's the
agree.
point.
However, you only pay one. And
Price.
but the
Right,
thing
right.
is, whenever you do upgrade, you still own that same game to
Yeah,
get
facts.
that.
To get
You
those
don't
features.
have to
You don't
pay
have
a
to pay.
toll to get there.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
You
Why
get
why
one.
you well hold on. That's a cheap plug for smart delivery.
But I'm so I'm gonna let that go because I feel like we're going too far. You know what I mean?
No, you
So
just went into small delivery. You didn't even say
look,
it. So I
look,
said it for you.
let's talk about Game Pass. Let's talk about Game Pass. Let's be real.
And no,
Game
no,
Pass.
no, clowns, you can't borrow my train.
hey, hey, look, hey, did anybody see the new Game Pass releases is coming outside of the ones that been dropped?
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 13 is one
Yeah.
of them.
Final Fantasy
And then
13. If you haven't
Surgeon
seen that,
Simulator 2, is it? Surgeon Simulator 2, I think it's called.
Yep.
Clown Trick, they
Like
got a bunch of them. What
Craftopia.
let me just say this, guys, and I want to see how everybody feels. I feel like the last 2 months going forward, Game Pass has been throwing so much games at us that we can't keep up.
No, we ain't got
Yeah.
hard drive space. Say what it
What I
is.
think is even dope is majority of these games, including Psychonauts, can be played on the cloud with touch controllers.
Some of them, right?
Every single one they announced is also going to PC.
Yep.
That's a fact.
Yo, hold on, man. I got on my Halo shirt, but I got to put on my green One-Away Dragon shirt. We bleeding green around here. What's going on?
Yeah.
No. I'm just looking at it, and
But it's true,
like,
though. It's true.
That's why you ain't got to worry about that hard drive space.
and
Play it on the cloud.
Cerebral
That's
Paul
true.
pulled out a point that he's on a fixed income. He has to look out for his budget. You know, he has better control than me and Lemon, and I feel like this service
I got a problem.
is a good entry point for people that may not be able to drop, a bunch of money on different items left and right. I don't know how everyone else feels about that, but
Let's-
I just want
I agree.
Let's
Especially if
also
you're a
discuss
parent.
the
If you're a
fact
parent,
that-
you buy 2
Go ahead.
Xboxes, you put Game Pass on it, you let them share an account, right?
Yep.
You
Yeah.
saving mad money. I'm talking about tons of money.
Yeah.
Tons.
I'm
of money.
passing. Yeah, I'm passing my. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was
I'm
going to
gonna
say
skip the blank page.
I'm passing my Series X down to a friend who has 4 kids, and I've already told
You
them
said your
create one
Series
adult
X?
account, create 4
Xbox
kids
One
accounts, get 1X, and
Oh,
get
alright.
and get
No,
Game
he's
Pass.
not.
Yeah, I know, but it's
I thought you
habit,
fell and
yeah.
bumped your head or something. I was going to say we're
No,
going to talk about that after the show.
But I've explained to them get Game Pass, and then you can control what they can play, but they have access to literally hundreds of games that
Way
they
more
can
than
try
100
out,
plus.
play. Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, 300 something now.
Right.
well, between all the platforms, it's 400 and something, I believe. But and now with because right now in Skip Ahead and stuff, the cloud access is available for me across all the platforms. So that's coming soon too. So I mean. So it's a great deal. I mean, and for me, it's a deal because it allows me to try games I would never normally have even thought about trying. I look at it and go, yeah, I'm not going to be able to play that. Now I can try it and then go, yeah, I can't play that.
Right.
Or
At least you didn't
sometimes
pay
I'm
for it.
surprised and go, yeah, at least I didn't blow 60, 50, 60 bucks on it. Go,
Mhm.
shit, I can't get past the second chapter, but I'm stuck with it. Well, that sucks, because
And it helps,
that's happened to me
people
a
like
lot.
me too, Paul.
Yeah, that happens to me a lot over the last 40 years, where I get this game, the game is beautiful, I really want to play this game, and because of the way the game works, and because of my limitations, I can't. But I'm now stuck with this game, and it's just, every time I look over there going, oh, I want to play that, but it's kind of it's like a dagger in my back, kind of,
Mm.
because I can't get my money back on it.
Right.
But
Right.
and sometimes it's the very end of the game. In the case of one of the original Assassin's Creed, I can't get past the last section, which means I'm this close to finishing the game, but I never will be able to. Yeah. So,
Now, I look at it like this. I don't buy a lot of indies, right? And there's a lot of great indie titles that I just don't want to pay for, or I don't want to risk paying for them.
Unsure about.
Right, unsure, right. So
Yeah.
now with Game Pass, you get to dabble a little bit in a little bit of everything. So for me, as much as I buy stuff, I'm still like holding on to my money. I'm just not throwing money out the window. Oh, I'll buy this, I'll buy that. I'm like, oh, no. I'm gonna buy the major titles, and then you dabble. But with Game Pass and as much support they've been getting from the indie at Xbox, excuse me, it's like you open to more of taking a risk because it's really not a risk. I'm already paying for this. You know what I'm saying? So it opens up doors for anybody, no matter what your pay scale or level of purchasing of games is. It's just a beautiful situation. And I need that Game Pass hype train, and clowns, you can't get it. But okay.
Game Pass wise, going off what Lemon said, Game Pass wise with indie development titles, if you guys notice, they're dropping the DLC for Spiritfarer in Game Pass. Usually, these indie guys, they want to get their game out there, they want to be seen, they want to be shown, they want to be played. Then they drop the DLC so they get some extra revenue out of it. Now they said, forget the extra revenue, let's just drop it in Game Pass as well. Let's get more eyes on. Let's get some more.
Well, who says they're not getting extra revenue? That's the thing.
That's true too. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. No doubt. Absolutely.
But they are.
But they're dropping that DLC as well.
Games are supposed to stay in 3 months to 6 months. You got
Well,
people
depending on
renewing
the
their
contract.
contracts. They're renewing
Depending
their
on the contract,
contracts
yeah.
to
So
stay in Game Pass. We got games staying in way longer than it was supposed to. Like you're like, wow, god damn. Like Destiny is still in there, dropping the
well, Streets of
content
Rage 4 is
like
almost a
Infinite
year.
said. Right.
Oh,
Streets of Rage 4. I was like, I'm buying it. Then it was like Game Pass. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
well,
like you
He's like,
excited
yeah.
because you're like, I'm
Yeah.
already paying for that. And then
well,
some people say, oh, you're not supporting the developer. Like I said, cheap plug. If you go to my channel and watch me at Play New York,
listen.
and I had those conversations with them devs. One dev wish they was in Game Pass to have those odds on for their games. They was like, man, I wish we was in Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? The next
Listen,
one
I
said
want to touch on that.
it's
I want to touch
absolutely
on
a
that. But
beautiful thing for us to be in Game Pass.
let me hear everybody's thoughts, and I want to come back to that there and want to wait. So you want to finish up there, Infinite? Did you have?
I'm done. Go ahead, take it away.
All right, Yobi, what's
Talk to me.
good, man? What you got to say about this, man? Has Game Pass kept you busy? You played, 12 minutes and Psychonauts and Hades and all these different things coming down the pipe, yo.
What I can say about Game Pass is it's kept me busy. Number one. Number two, it saved me a lot of money. Like to the point when I say things, I mean like, well, I think we can all vouch and say it saved us like thousands of dollars. Because let's be honest, 95% of the games that was coming out this year we was gonna buy, but then half of them are on Game Pass. So people saying Game Pass is a gift and a curse. No, this is the gift and the curse is non-existent because Game Pass it helps everyone involved. It helps us gamers save money. It helps the developers reach a broader wide audience that they would have never reached if Game Pass didn't exist. Right or wrong?
Facts.
So it works good for the industry, and I don't understand people bringing all the smoke for Game Pass when we had Blockbuster, Redbox, Hollywood Avenue Video, and etc.
Right.
But
now we got Netflix, Disney.
exactly, we got Netflix, gaming, all that.
TV,
Yeah,
Apple
kick
TV.
rocks. Yes, Apple TV, Apple Arcade, or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
But yes, Game Pass is amazing. It's a great
And we
effect.
don't get late fees for Game Pass, thank God.
That might be
We
the
do not.
most cracker in the
Now,
wild.
now you
Gamefly.
now you
Oh,
throwing
Gamefly
smoke,
shot.
and I do not condone the shots at said company. Just throwing that out there.
Well, yes, Game Pass is amazing
Well,
for
really,
the
that's
industry.
really not a shot.
It's
He only
kept me.
said the
It's kept me
facts.
busy. Yes.
That's cool. I'm not tripping. I'm just saying.
That's a fact.
I just
I
want to
remember
say
those
that
late
PK has
Whew.
nothing to do with that.
All I gotta
Well,
say
but-
about this PK is Game Pass is great for the industry. What do we know? 22 might bring more things because I remember at one point we got a little perk from Game Pass where, hey, if you're part of Game Pass, you get Disney Plus for like what, 2 months?
They still
So-
got those perks.
Right.
Yeah, still there.
Right. So what's not to say in the future Disney might do a deal with Xbox and make Disney
Oh.
Plus a part of Game Pass.
Hey, let me tell you, we're gonna touch on
Like-
that too. We gonna
It
touch
goes
that
on and
too.
on. So it's great for the industry.
So Timmy, give me some of your good news here, man. What is your thoughts on this? Has you been playing on any Game Pass games the last few
Yeah,
months?
I've been playing loads. Playing Hades, Raji, Omno, just downloaded that Surgeon one to play. Downloaded Craftopia to play.
So what is your thoughts on it?
100. What up?
Well, it's good because it gets you to try lots of different games you wouldn't normally try that will
Right.
actually end up being really fun and enjoyable.
Right.
Saves you a lot of money, so then you can buy the games that are not in Game Pass. So you don't have to worry about, oh, I need to save this, and this to be able to buy this, and that game. Where you just
Well,
think, oh, no, this is going to be in Game Pass, so I only need to concentrate on getting the one that's not in Game Pass.
Well, I want to say, like, just because it's in Game Pass doesn't stop me from buying it. I bought
No, I still buy
Psychonauts too.
some.
Yeah,
Right.
a
I
lot
still
of
bought
people
that.
pay for games that they have in Game Pass.
Yeah,
That
I still
definitely
buy the
same.
games. Just because they're there doesn't mean I don't spend the money on them. I mean, it gives me the chance to try them, but I still want to own them. So I own Gears, every single one I own. I do not play games.
I own it
I will
too.
still buy Halo. You guys think I'm tripping, but I
Oh,
will
I'm buying
still
Halo.
own it. I will
No,
still own
and
it
let me
for
let me
going
just throw
forward.
out there that like Forza is leaving Game Pass in 2 weeks,
Forza Motorsport
and
7, right?
I bought
yeah, correct.
Forza
No,
7,
not
yeah.
not
And,
not not not.
Is it three?
Yes,
It's
Forza
three.
Motorsport
Is it
7
that
is
or the
leaving.
store?
No,
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 Forza
it's
Motorsport
it's
7.
leaving
Motorsport
everything. It's
7.
leaving everything. It's leaving
Yeah.
everything.
Yes.
Yep, it's going
Forza
to be
After
getting
Motorsport
after the
7 is
13th,
leaving.
it will no. After the
Yeah.
13th, it won't be available anywhere.
Right,
Yep,
because
it'll
those
be
contracts
delisted.
are expiring.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh well, I own it.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, so yeah, and
So
I tell you what, even
Wait,
though
hold
I
on.
owned it, you can
Yeah, I
get it
bought
for
that
20
day one
bucks
from
right
little
now,
bro.
and even though I owned it. This was for the
Right.
deluxe version. I threw out another 20 bucks to pick that up
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I bought that
because it
day one because my
included
little
all
brother
the
wanted to play.
DLC.
and that's the
So
misconception. That's the misconception is that just because you
Mm,
have Game Pass, you don't buy games and you're not
right.
supporting the devs. Let me drop something on some people. Why,
Talk it.
and I'm not going to sit here and say why do people say something. I just want the people out there who doubt the Game Pass think about this. It was okay to buy used games at GameStop all these years,
Mm,
and devs did not get a single dime from those
mm.
resales. But as soon as Game Pass come around, now there's an issue. Think about that.
Talk your mess.
Think about
yep,
this, because at the very least, if you bought it digital, we
Mm,
don't have to worry about a resale.
That's
If you
facts.
if you invest in the Game Pass, how do you know for a fact they're not getting paid up front? Because they are.
They're getting
And
a
I'm
bag
yep.
up
just trying
front.
to tell you that
Mhm.
even here on 4GQTV, Christ Tales, I can name many developers we interview here says it in their own mouths. You guys can check out the videos
Price
that
Tales did.
yes, Christ Tales developer owner actually we interview. He said it out his mouth that yes, Game Pass. This is his first successful game. He's made games before, but this is the first one on Game Pass. I want that as a
And it's
1,000
not.
that game. I
And
love
it's
it.
now the misconception is also well, of course they made their money back because Microsoft paid for it. They're talking above and beyond that.
No, he said many
No, no,
programs.
in his case, but in other cases, in sales alone, over above and beyond what Microsoft fronted them, that
Right.
they've made their money and then some. You know,
Yes, so the idea is the misconception.
mm.
I want to point out that for many years people were okay with buying used games which
yeah, I
just
know.
came out, but they charge $5 less.
Making
That's
GameStop
okay.
rich.
Yep,
That's okay, but Game Pass is not. I need you to check yourself
yep,
when it comes to that. I
Hmm.
need you to
yep.
check yourself because you can't have that mentality if you're not looking at the whole picture. Because not
Nope.
supporting the devs is buying used games.
Facts.
Yep.
Okay? That is what's not supporting the devs. So let
And
me
that
just
was
get back into
GameStop's
the
bread and
positive
butter. Yeah, that was
situation.
GameStop's bread and butter for years.
Now we're in a situation where that is a non-issue, right? So
Yep.
let me get back to the positive situation, right? So talk about 108's problem with controllers. Let me tell you, there is a promotion because we have a new Marvel movie dropping this weekend.
Uh-oh.
There is a
Oh.
promotion between Xbox and Marvel for a custom Shang-Chi controller. And yes, if you didn't know, yes. Hey, look, let me tell you. And
Oh my
that's
god.
fire. Yes. And
Lemon
they
just
are
wet himself. Lemon
promoting
just wet himself.
they are promoting Game Pass
Uh,
as part of the promotion, and you can get a customized Shang-Chi controller. I want you guys to definitely go check that out.
I'm not checking out nothing.
No, you have to. You have to. It's a raffle. They're not dropping it.
Yeah.
That controller is hot too. That thing is fire.
Yes,
But they,
you have to
it's
go
a
enter.
promotion. Yeah, you cannot buy
Yes,
it.
go enter. Go enter so you can try and win because that is going to be a collector's item. So for a fact, do it. What
I,
you
I
ain't
got
got?
a, I got a question for
Oh,
y'all that
and a
y'all missed out
console.
on.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Oh my
And an
god!
Xbox Series X console, custom.
I got something to say about what Microsoft is doing that nobody's ever done in the history of gaming. What console company pays you to play games and get achievements?
That's
N-
true. All right. People fail
Nobody
to forget
talks about
that.
it.
Yeah,
Are you
it's like
talking
a
about
They
hidden it's
just
like a
gave me
hidden
the
thing.
$10 the other
The,
day.
the
Ten
problem is we don't
dollars.
talk about it because we don't want them to take it away. So keep it on the DL.
Yeah, look, they
Real,
are
no
paying
doubt,
you
no doubt.
to play their games on Game Pass. If you get an achievement, we're giving you
How
these
many
amount of
people
points in
pay for their
Madden.
Game Pass and their Xbox Live just by you getting achievements?
Listen,
that's
I don't know
accurate.
what the rest of the world is looking at, but goddamn, I ain't never been paid to play games. Just saying, I ain't never been paid to play games. No,
I,
sir.
I, I. You're right. They do have a reward program, but
Yes,
guess
they
what?
do.
They had that reward program for a long time before even Xbox One.
Yep.
Listen, they just gave me $10.
So
They said, "Here
it's
go a $10. Redeem this gift card, $10 on us because you played this game." I said, "Oh snap! Oh, I like this." Yeah,
so yeah. So
beautiful thing.
I'm glad that they're now integrated with the system, so you can see it now. It's you know it is something that's not really advertised. I wish they do advertise these perks because these are important things. It gets people more involved in the community and more interested in what's going on. It's kind of like a self advertisement, right? You
Mhm.
know, get these achievements in Destiny, right? And then you get some points, or all these little things you can do to earn points that, like you said, reward you in the end for being a Xbox fan. I think that's a definite perk that's important that we all should definitely highlight and educate the rest of the community. Because a lot of the community, to be honest with you, now that you say that, there's a lot of features that go unused and unknown.
Mhm.
I spoke to a guy the other day. He was like, I use this app to look for people to play with. And I said, well, that's built into the Xbox. The LFG is built into
Yeah, looking
Xbox,
for group
and he didn't understand what I was talking about. So
because you
that's
talking in
kind of
three-letter words again.
well, no, he knew what
BRB,
he knew what
LFG.
LFG
We talked
would.
about this earlier. LOL.
He knew what that was. However, he did not. He was not aware that Xbox has a community for clubs
Yep.
or looking for groups.
Yep.
He was not aware all the features that were already existing, nor did he know you can do it from your PC. So yeah, there's a lot of things that we should definitely communicate to the people that may not be known to Xbox. um and I'm not and this is a good topic. However, I just want to ensure that everyone's aware, everyone in the chat, there is a Shang-Chi Legend of the Ten Rings promotion between Xbox and Marvel, and you guys should definitely go enter for a customized Xbox and Shang-Chi controller. This is a
Yeah, I got to go find
collector's
that because I want
edition.
to
Yeah,
enter.
it ends the 19th. All you
True,
gotta
true.
we already follow. We probably all follow Xbox already on Twitter. All you gotta do is like their comment. That's it, or like their post, and you're
Yes.
automatically
Well,
entered.
I gotta find it.
Yes. So definitely there is a commercial is right there on the Xbox website. It'll tell you everything you need to know. So definitely check that out. That is a very good promotion. I'm glad to see this good thing, and definitely check out Shang-Chi this weekend, yo. Thanks, thank Xbox for promoting, and thank Marvel for promoting Game Pass. There you go. I just
Facts.
want to ensure that we celebrate the good stuff going down. And since we were talking about that, I want to talk about. I just want to touch on just a little bit about what 108 spoke about is the uh, devs getting compensated for their games. And I want to ensure that everybody kind of tell me what they think about that topic. And actually, I want to kind of start with Infinite there because, um, officially he's a Retro Renegades and a 4GQ TV member. So, he's the collaboration, the bridge across the door. And I want to know. Hey, thanks for posting that down there,
No
Infinite.
problem.
By the way,
Sorry, what was the question? Because I was posting that and I didn't hear it.
no worries. So I just want to know your thoughts on, is it true that devs are not getting compensated for a Game Pass,
Facts, Pixel.
or is it?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. That library would not be 300 plus right now, or as Paul said, between PC and Xbox, over 400 titles. If devs weren't getting paid, or developers, publishers, whoever gets the money first, and whoever gets passed down through, everybody's getting their money paid, or there will be nobody there. Everybody like, we're not getting paid. We're not doing this one. We didn't get paid for the last one. This publisher say we're not going to do the next one. That obviously, right? They would not be there if they weren't getting paid.
Seems logical. It does seem logical to me.
I mean, we started with 100 titles that we thought was fantastic, and now look at them. And they still rep the 100 title plus Game Pass.
Yeah.
So they're way above that now.
So
They
marketing
go to
team, if you
150,
listening,
175, they go 200
please
now.
give us
I mean,
at least 200 plus.
yeah, 200 plus now. Man, revamp your logo, guys. Who they paying to do this? I mean,
Let me just say my understanding, because I actually did a lot of reading on this topic, and I'm also part of both those groups as he is, both now for 4GQ TV and Retro
welcome, by the
Renegades.
way,
Hey, babe.
Paul.
And
Yes, thank you.
GUG, baby, let's go.
And
That's
Gamers
right.
United. Yep.
That's right.
So let me just say my understanding is it had nothing to do with Game Pass. They were looking for clickbait, but Game Pass isn't in that discussion at all. That's all between the developer and the the distributor.
What are you referring to, Cerebral?
If we were talking about developers getting paid for Game Pass game, remember there was that one article 1 or 2 weeks ago about the
That
one
was Square
company
Enix
said they
keeping the
hadn't seen
bag
any
and not
money.
passing
Oh
it
yeah,
through.
yeah.
Yeah, but that
I'm not-
was between
Yeah.
Okay, I
publisher
thought
and
that's what you were
developer.
talking. I
That
thought
was
that's
no,
what you were
no. He
talking
just
about.
said
I thought
about
that's
No, I'm
developers
saying in
being
general.
independent. Yeah, in general. Why?
oh, in general, no, they're getting paid, and they're getting the money's
They're
going
getting
as far
compensated
as
somehow.
yeah, they're getting compensated as far
Maybe
as
they're getting free
Xbox
Game
is
Pass.
concerned. Yeah, there you go. Put your game on Game Pass, get free Game Pass for life. All right, there
Hey,
you go.
you know what? Hey,
Okay.
So looks like we lost Yobi temporarily. What about you, Timmy?
Well, like I say, they get like a lump sum to put their game into Game Pass, and then whatever the game makes with sales after that, they also get some of that as well. So they're always making money if their game does well and sells outside of Game Pass, as well as them getting the lump sum for putting it in Game Pass, and they're still making money either way.
Facts.
Okay, and I think that's fair. As usual, I'll give my thoughts at the end. But Yobi, you back?
Yeah.
You good, man?
The legendary dog beater.
Okay, give me 1 minute.
Oh,
I know where we're there.
No, not gonna go there.
no. My dog was choking on something, so I was hitting her on her
He
back.
know what it is. He was
Wow,
just
he started off
dog
bad.
was choking on the bowl.
Yobi, do
Went sideways
you
real quick.
think that the developers are getting compensated on Game Pass?
I
Publishing,
honestly believe they are, because if they wasn't, it would have been a bigger uproar than what it is now. So,
Mm.
and plus, if you look above me, Mr. 108 Dragons TV, he had an interview at a recent event in New York City, and you had a few developers that confirm it. So we don't need to go any more deep into that, because more and more people are coming out saying that they are getting compensated. If they're not, like I said, it would have been a bigger uproar than it is now. So yes, the devs are getting compensated, and people on the other side just blowing it out the water because Xbox has a good momentum. That's all what it is.
Facts.
All right, 108. Let's pass the ball over to you, Mister Money in the Bank. What is good? What is happening? What happened in New York? Tell us something good, man.
Why you gotta do that, man? I got problems, man. First of all, Infinite, you're supposed to be my friend. Let me say this for the record. Dreadpool, everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to y'all. Pixel, Slapper, you 100% right. Listen, let me say this for the record, man. Infinite, I just
What's up,
told you.
Invader?
I just told you. Shout out to Invader and TXR. Let me say this for the record. I just told you, Infinite, I had a problem. right? So you drop a link in the chat.
That's
And
your problem. That's your
and
problem.
the first thing that pops up is a console and a custom controller. So I scroll down the page because I'm trying not to look at it, and there's 2 Mandalorian controllers.
My bad. I'm surprised I didn't see those myself.
You know what? Friends like you, I don't need no enemies. Anyway, listen, getting back to the Game Pass situation. When I had the conversation with these devs, man, one dev, the game is on Switch, the game is on Steam, right? And they was explaining it to me, and she was a wonderful individual. I can't think of the developer's name right now, but if you go to my channel, you can check it out. And we was talking off camera, and she talked about Game Pass. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna need you to say that on camera, because right now we just having a conversation. I'm feeling you out. So she got on there and said, listen, if we was on Game Pass, I wish we was on Game Pass, we would have more eyes on our game, and we'd have a huge success. Now, off camera, she was talking about how when you get on Game Pass, you get the bag right away. They look at your game. Everybody don't get the same bag. I ain't say $100 million. I ain't say $50 million. It could be $100,000 deal. But as an indie title that they usually don't have big budgets, high advertisement, they need to push, right? So if you can go to Xbox and say, listen, I got 12, what is it, 12 minutes? Right? What is it called? 12 what?
12 minutes.
12 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep, 12 minutes.
I got 12 minutes. I'm going to present this game to you in a package. What could we do with Game Pass? Microsoft says, listen, we'll give you $100,000 for that. They might not get $10,000 out of that, right? If they just put it out on their own. So they're going to take that bag. So now this is what happens. It goes into Game Pass. The Xbox community gets a hold of it, the content creators. I see all these content creators playing it live, streaming, talking about the game. If you got 500 people on 10 people's channel, right? 100 people's channel. That's 500,000 eyes that's watching your game just for somebody streaming it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Put it in Game Pass, and now people get their hands on it and go, damn, this is a good game. They didn't beat it. Now it leaves Game Pass. Now I need my fix. I want to finish the game. So what do? You go buy the game, right? You get the discount. The dev's still eating. Microsoft's still eating. This is why Game Pass got so many games in there. It was supposed to be 100 plus. It's well over 300 games. Well over. EA Play said, you know what? We need some of that too. Because if you get EA Play, you're only playing with EA games. How many games do EA technically release in a year? So in the beginning, their service was popping. Because it sounded
like
good.
3-4 games a year.
If that. So
If
now
that, yeah.
you go in Game Pass, it's a high rotation. Now you got an EA side. We might have an Ubisoft side. You don't know what else is gonna drop in there. Then you listen, man. It's a win for everybody. See, I'm not gonna do what PK just said he did. He bought Psychonauts anyway. I'm already supporting the devs by paying for Game Pass.
Right.
That's a fact. I'm not double. No. I'm just saying I'm not double dipping. I don't do double dipping. I think me paying already is enough, right? But if Psychonauts, which is not, was to leave Game Pass or anything that was in Game Pass, let's just say, what game I like in Game Pass right now? Oh, Back for Blood, right? It's dropping in Game Pass. I love that game. I love Aliens Fireteam. Aliens Fireteam is not going in there. I already pre-ordered that, paid for it. Got it. Back for Blood is in there. But if Back for Blood leaves Game Pass, I'm going to buy that. Because you love the game. So Game Pass is putting eyes and money in devs' pockets and eyes for the consumer, and it's giving Microsoft a platform that they could really talk. You could walk around with a Game Pass shirt, literally, and be winning. It's crazy what. First of all, let's shout out to Phil. He went out there, and I call him Philosaurus Rex because he's the king of the dinosaurs to me. He's the most dominant, passive guy on the planet. You see a T-Rex, they always chilling until they want to eat. And when he wanted to eat,
I've never seen a T-Rex in real life, so I don't know how they chill
yo,
out.
I ain't seen one either. But we all watch Jurassic Park, and they're usually peaceful till they want to eat. They're usually walking around. They got no vision. They can't see nothing until they want to eat. Just going by the movies. But what I'm saying is, he came out here 2016. People laughed at him. They laughed. Oh, you want to start Netflix? Who's laughing now? Now devs is like fiending. They're banging on the doors, kicking down the doors for them to be in Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? It's a great situation. It's a great situation for parents. It's a great situation if you're a gamer for yourself. Because I was against Game Pass. I was like, man, I'll buy everything I want. I don't need no goddamn rental service. But when they start saying, oh, first party, all the DLC with Ultimate, I said, oh, wait a minute. Then they said, oh, yeah, if you got Game Pass Ultimate, we throwing in PC too. Whoa. Now we got xCloud. Whoa. What else? Perks, additions. You're like, God damn, I'm still paying the same price? Yes.
Spotify, DNC Plus, etc., etc.
Listen, if anybody don't understand the value of what they're getting, there's a problem. But I'm done. I'm sorry.
No. That's all that is facts, and I'm glad you hit all those points. I think this is when the whole deal, right? Because the gifts keep coming. It's nothing but good stuff, and I want people to understand that just because we might be excited for it, you don't see the value in it for you. That's totally fine. It's not for everybody. Just like everything is not for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But
True that.
what we want to do is definitely speak facts. The devs are definitely getting supported, getting compensated, and we are reaping benefits of being able to see games we probably wouldn't have ever tried if not for this service.
I probably wouldn't have tried Psychonauts 2. I probably wouldn't have tried Psychonauts 2.
Well,
Facts.
yeah. Well, even with that said, like, with that, how many people scroll through the Switch's store looking for indie titles to play?
Not me.
Not me.
Not
I'm
me.
currently on my 3DS right now playing
Well,
Super,
even
Super
if
Street
you
Fighter.
let's just say you are on your Switch. I don't think nobody truly does unless you're looking for that particular game.
I bought one indie title. Hades.
Well, I mean, I bought a
That's
lot.
it.
I bought a
bought
lot,
Hades.
But the point I'm making is you're committing yourself when you're on Switch to something you don't know if you want to play.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that same goes for any platform, and not every platform has a return policy that will allow you to return it if you try and don't like it. I remember even I'm not trying to say, but when that game that you mentioned, not to talk about a platform, but earlier this year, um, someone got upset because they didn't like that game because it was what rogue like,
Right.
and
They can't handle a beast.
and they wanted a return. My thing is, you committed yourself,
Yeah.
and
Financially too.
it's hard to say if you don't put 20 hours into it. How can you ask for a refund?
True that. One more.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's kind of like you passed that point now.
Facts.
So I generally feel like this is a great thing, and for you guys out there, in the other countries, I apologize. Somebody can hit up the translator for me.
He said hi, and then he said, "Yeah, that's how we're doing."
All
You guys
right,
have
all
any
right.
questions?
That's my
What's up,
guy.
big
Go
boss
ahead
man?
and
What's happening
respond
with
to
you?
him, man. Hey, thanks for coming through. Thanks for hanging out. We having some good discussions here. And since we're talking about Game Pass, I got one more item here. Yo, for the Game Pass subscribers out there, if you want to pre-install Halo Infinite, you can do that for us today.
Right now.
Right now. Go ahead.
100 and how many gigs?
You don't even have to be home. Go on your
50 some
phone
gigs, right?
and do a pre-install. Yeah, it's 50 some
I
gigs.
thought it was 100.
Nah, that's the
Nope.
Master Chief collection you thinking
Oh
about.
yeah, you're right. You're right. I know what's up with Halo. I'm like,
That's the
He
Master
got you on
Chief
that one.
collection.
133. I just asked.
Yeah.
I asked because I remember
Yeah.
when you went to go preload it, Yobi. You said it was 50 something, then it went to 256.
256 megabytes.
Right, megabytes. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you guys
Yeah,
can
that
definitely
was the placeholder
pre-order,
thingy.
pre-install right now, so you don't even have to wait. As soon as that clock turns, you can start playing the game. So
No,
um,
you're not. That's a lie.
hey, once
No,
the
you're
clock
not.
says
Nope.
whenever the release, if it's
No.
10
No.
o'clock in the morning, you can push play
No.
and be done. You don't have to wait for a download. So
Halo
hey,
is going to crash the Azure servers. Like
That's
Gears
I'm
did. You
let's
won't be
back up.
playing. You won't be playing nothing.
Let's
Trust
back
me.
up. This is
Everybody's going to
for-
log in, and Microsoft is going to go black
This
for
is
about an
for the
hour.
single player.
Oh,
This
all
is
right.
for-
Wow.
for the single
All right.
player.
Facts.
So let's back up.
Right.
And,
right.
Yeah,
and-
single
and yeah,
player. I'm gonna be focused
This
on
is
the
for the
single player
single
for the
player.
first couple
So,
of days.
Definitely
Me too.
go
Me too. Me too,
pre-install.
Paul. Because online gonna be
Pre-install,
broke.
get
Trust
it
me.
done. So that way you don't have to wait. So as soon as the time is up for you to play it, you can just hit play. You don't have to wait and be done.
Yeah, facts.
The good thing
Caught
is
me at the perfect time.
we still have a lot of games coming down the pipe,
Damn.
Yep.
and Game Pass has a lot more to offer, which is crazy. And we had
Yep.
such a huge release in the last couple months. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yep. And
So, I don't-
let's
I know what
add
to
it's
do.
not just the
Just
it's
don't
not
play with
just the
yourself.
big titles, by the way. It's not just the big titles, by the
Yo,
way.
Home and play
stop.
games.
They've been flooding us with titles for the last 2 months,
Sit
week
home and
after
play
week
your
after
games.
week. Yeah, week.
That's all I'm gonna do. I'm home.
guess
on
what?
Conversation. I'm sitting home. I'm gonna have blisters on my hips because I'm not
And-
moving.
And guess what?
That's
You got
a fact.
Age of Empires, Forza, and Halo dropping this year.
Yep.
So,
Age of Empires.
know,
Back
for
for
Blood,
You think that thing gonna
etc.
crash- you think that-
And Back for
not my
Blood.
gaming PC, not my desktop, but you think that's gonna crash my my gaming laptop I'm on right now? It might
I don't
crash
know.
it. Because Age of Empires is my jump off, man. I love RTS. I love RTS.
Game.
So-
got
You and I can have to
beat
play
you.
some games when that comes out.
So
No
so
doubt.
with that being said, I kind of want to shift gears because I want to get this out because there was a gameplay trailer dropped today, and it was the Marvel. What was it? The Marvel
Midnight Sun.
Midnight Suns.
Day one, baby.
You guys check out that trailer? If you ain't check it out, check it
Yeah.
out right quick so you can give your
All
thoughts
right, I'll
on
check
it.
it out now.
we gotta stop this show, man. We gotta stop the show.
I
My
know.
wife's gonna
This
kill
is
me.
it. This is it. This is
No.
it.
I'm
This is
talking
it.
about you right now. Shout out to my brother PK, the most electrifying gamer on YouTube, for doing a great job of replacing my boy Carlo while he ain't.
Hey,
That's
no,
what I'm
stop.
talking about. Let's go.
Stop
Let's
it.
give a round of
Let's
applause.
go.
Wait,
Let's
My
go.
boy is
wait,
handling this hosting,
wait,
baby.
wait.
He hosting,
Wait.
baby.
I'm not.
Host, get your
I'm not.
host
Wait,
on.
hold
Let's
up,
go.
hold up. Lemon.
What up?
He didn't replace him. He is the
I
new
didn't say
owner of
replace.
4GQ TV. Let's get
I
it
didn't
right.
say replace. That's your word.
You said it.
Yo,
I didn't
Yo.
mean like that because Carlo with that beard, it's legendary. He damn he's
Yeah,
the
I
only
can't.
Italian
This is
Santa
Hey,
much
Claus
as I
PK
on
is
the
legendary
planet.
too.
It's my brother from another mother who's gonna be on one of
Listen,
A Dragon
PK
TV
is
real
putting the
soon.
South.
on
PK is putting the
exclusive.
South on him. PK is putting the
But-
South on him. All right.
But PK showing how the curly head black brother can handle it. Let's go, Curly. Let's go, baby Ice Cube. Let's go. It's my brother.
So
You call this man
Well,
Baby Ice Cube.
I would
Good
say
God.
Graphic God. I'm not sure if I can show the trailer because I don't want to get no backlash there. So I would say people, please go check out the trailer if you haven't seen it. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
There you go. There you go. So Yobi's helping us out there.
What kind of
we can't
How,
get
how low budget is that?
I know, right?
hey, but we can't get hit.
You
We
should
can't
be
get
like
hit, so let's do
PlayStation
it.
and charge $10 for that footage.
Shut up.
So anyways, what Infinite, you seen the trailer already or
I did. It's fire. It's fire.
it's fire?
But,
you like
but,
do you,
but I got a big thing to talk about. I don't know if I should start now, but the game looks
Go ahead.
dope. There's no doubt
Talk
about
your
it.
mess.
It looks great.
It
My
looks
problem
fire.
is the developer of the game. Now,
Uh-oh.
I don't know if anybody knows, but Firaxis don't make these kind of games.
Uh-oh.
really?
Turn-based, technological tree or class tree, turn-based games. XCOM, Sid Meier's, all the civilizations. That's my problem.
Right.
This is in a complete different realm for them. This is like Playground Games making a space sim instead of a racing game. I mean, a walking simulator rather than a racing game. It's way out their norm. It'd be like Playground Games making Civilization. All right,
You
that's the
can't tell me
difference.
this don't look fun though. Look.
And it looks like a partial deck game too, as well as XCOM.
Yes.
It looks like a cross between a deck game and XCOM.
Definitely.
And then obviously, it definitely obviously with the card, it's gonna be turn based. But I'm worried about the style of the game for that.
Ooh, Red Room.
Are they gonna bring me in and hold me, or are they just gonna be completely out of the realm for them? I mean, obviously doing a good job. Marvel's dropping a bag for them to make it.
Of
Nonetheless,
Well, what's your concerns there, man? Kind of elaborate on that. I'm interested. 'cause I
concern wise is that they don't develop these type of games. This is completely new for
You
them
said
to
it's
develop.
not a genre that they make.
It's not a genre. It's just their whole entire existence is turn-based Empire-type games or turn-based games like XCOM. Take a step, make a move. Take a step, make a
But this
move.
game
Take a
is like
step.
XCOM. It's an
Yeah,
RTS.
It's very
it is-
similar to XCOM,
Mhm.
but this is an RPG.
Ooh,
Right.
look at Ghost Rider.
This is an RPG game. So that's a difference. It's a
So I enjoyed the
role-playing
bootleg
type art
trailer.
style game. It's out of their realm.
Yeah, I'm still looking forword to
So
it.
you-
I
so
mean,
you
No,
don't
I
think
agree.
trailer
I'm
has
looking forward to it as well. I'm not
Infinite. You ever
saying
seen
I
the
wouldn't
Star
pick it up.
Wars movie? Have faith, Padawan.
Do you think
Yeah,
they can
stop it.
deliver? Is that
Stop it.
is that what it is? You don't think they can deliver? I mean, this is a licensed product.
I'm sure they're going to deliver, but on what? Can somebody deliver better? That's the
I
question.
said, what are they going to deliver?
Yeah.
Yo, Graphic
You
God
ordered
said this is
pizza,
ghetto
but he got
podcasting
Chinese
at its
food.
best.
What he
And
said?
that's
Yeah,
the problem. What kind
Graphic
of-
God
what
said
kind-
this
what
is
kind of
ghetto
game can they deliver?
podcasting.
Hey,
Had they
we're not-
picked a
we're-
different developer, how much more better could the game have been? I'm sure it's going to be good, but how much better could it have been? And if it fails, how much better could the game have been if somebody else did it? Period, all the way around. It could have been worse if somebody
Have
else did
some
it.
faith, brother.
I got
Man.
faith.
Wow.
I love
Man.
Civilization.
I mean,
I love all
it's-
Sid Meier's. I've been
Hey,
playing
you-
Sid Meier's since '95. All right, like Pirates, like way back in the day.
So I feel
Right.
like he has
Pirates
some
was
good.
awesome. Pirates is one of my favorite old
But
school games.
we're talking a turn-based strategy game in terms of like world builders, like Civilization games. You know,
Let me tell you
Empire
something.
building game.
If anybody, let me tell you something. Everyone in the chat, everyone on the panel.
Hit
The
them lights.
reason why Infinite is so
Listen, thank you.
passionate because this is his jam. I'm gonna tell you, Civilization. If I ask him all the time what kind of games you like, I'm telling you, this is what he played. He knows them in and out. That's why he's passionate and has concerns. I just want everybody to know that's why he's like so into this. So he has valid concerns, and I get it. We don't all see it that way, but that's the whole point. We need
Would
to
you guys
hear
have faith
everybody's.
if Maxis made a racing sim, like a Grand Theft or a simulator for like a Forza type game? It's Maxis. They make Sims-based games. They make simulation games. But it's usually in person. It's not going to be a car racing game, though.
Listen, Playground Games, right? They don't got no racing experience. Look what they did with Forza Horizon. Have faith, young Padawan.
Yeah, and look what they might do with it. Fable. So who knows?
Right.
Well, we'll see. This it's. I mean, he has a right to have some concerns,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
I got concerns.
Yeah.
I will still pick it up. I will still play it because I'm a Marvel fan, and I will enjoy it. But to what extent will I enjoy it, and what
Right.
extent could it be made
He
better?
wants
by
to have
someone
that
else?
same feel like he does on the other games that he play, right?
Exactly.
He wants
It's
he
like
wants to be
Mankind
able-
just dropped in Game Pass PC. Great game, phenomenal. Does stuff a little bit different than Civilization, a little bit better. Civilization, we're still stuck on 6 right now with the DLCs. They have to change some things around to make Mankind. And they might do it better the next time, but Mankind is not Civilization in that regards. I mean, it's a low budget version of it. And is this game going to be a low budget version of something else because somebody else is making it?
Just
That's what
call
I'm
this
worried
game
about.
a B movie. Disrespectful.
I should say low budget. I got the bad choice of word.
This
But
is
I
low
can't.
budget. Oh.
I'm worried
I'm
about
not
the
saying low
games
budget.
out there.
PK is
That's all.
not. I just
Yeah.
want to be known. PK is not saying.
Me either.
Yeah.
Runaway Dragons
With
either.
the- With
That's
the
a-
Marvel licensing, trust me, it ain't low budget.
I don't know.
This is an
I
empire
don't
building
know.
type game. It's just what they make.
I mean, I think he has some fair points, right?
Yeah.
And then look at the release on the platforms. So it has to fit on those platforms. So we don't know.
Yep.
However, it does look cool. I think we're more excited for the selection of characters more than anything.
They get
Blade,
X-Men in with
baby.
Iron Man. Come on now.
I will say
That's
one thing.
fire.
I will say one thing about Infinite's point of view. He's got low expectations, so if it's good, he's
Yeah,
gonna think it's awesome. You know,
exactly.
he's not putting that
This
much
brand
hype
has
into
made
it.
me know what low
Yeah.
expectations is. So you know what? I probably will enjoy it.
I suppose it all depends on the controls as well. If the controls are fairly
Yeah.
easy and work well, then it'd be right. But if the controls are too complicated,
The question
it
is,
will ruin it.
that trailer they dropped, was it an in-game trailer made on in-game engine,
They
or
showed
was
in
that?
game. They showed in game today.
Okay, I missed that. See, that footage I missed. I apologize.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
in
I
the
saw what's
gameplay.
That
going
trailer,
on right now.
that trailer was a
Cars
mix of
going up,
cinematic and
but I-
in-game.
But I
Yeah.
couldn't tell what the graphic of it was.
Yeah.
Was it
Yeah,
highly
it
detailed
looks good.
in-game wise? Okay.
You know,
So I
it
didn't-
was like
very
it was like
detailed.
a
It
behind the
looked
character
like
three-quarter
Dookie
view.
with the phone he was picking up, so I couldn't really see it.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It
If
was
you go,
solid. That's what
yeah,
made me
I
got
would say
interested.
go check it out and then look
They
at
had
it
a big
again. They
video
do
reveal this
have.
weekend too.
Maybe it'll change my mind.
Well, I mean, you know, the whole point is it's just the trailer. It doesn't tell the whole story, right? So it's more or
PK,
less your impression.
did they
Yeah.
announce what system the game's gonna be on?
Everything. It says it at the end of the trailer.
Everything.
Um,
Oh,
Xbox,
multi-platform. Oh,
PlayStation.
sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Even Switch.
what was you saying there, Timmy? I'm
comment.
sorry, we didn't mean to cut you off there, buddies. What was you saying?
I say it all depends on the controls of the game, whether it would be good or not. If the controls are too complicated and fiddly, then they'll probably ruin the experience for a lot of people if they don't like how the game plays, like with the controls.
It's a strategy RPG, so it's not like you
Right.
can really play it with one hand. To be
It's
honest
not a
with you.
hack and slash. It's a
Yeah,
decision.
it's
It's
one
like playing
hand.
chess.
Yeah.
It's like playing chess.
It really looks like it's
Like
turn-based
playing
with cards.
Pokemon
So,
cards, man. But you got
Yeah.
graphics in front of you doing it for you.
Yeah, it's not going to be that complex. It's more or less learning. If you don't play that style of game, that's probably going to be your learning curve.
yeah.
But you know, overall, what did you think about the trailer, though, Timmy?
Yeah, it looked like really fun, a good game to play.
Okay, that's what's
You
up.
get to experience lots of different Marvel characters you might not have seen before and stuff if you haven't, read a lot of the stuff.
Okay, and that's the idea, right? I think that's kind of what hooked us all is the selection of characters that they reveal. Now it could be more. Like I seen Colossus' sister. I seen Blade. You know what I mean? We how many times we seen these characters in games? We seen them in games, but we don't get them. They don't get to shine like that, right? So
All right.
I think that's dope. So what about you, Yobi? Since we running through the bottom layer here.
For the Marvel game, this is gonna be my first time actually trying the RTS game because in the past that was never my jam. But this actually looks like I can really get into it. So if I can really get into this, I think this game would open up my eyes more to try other RTS games. So definitely looking forward to it.
I got two Timmys here. I don't know which one is which.
There you go.
Because it had me probably still there, then because I ended up leaving because it went wrong, and then it's probably.
But go ahead, Cerebral Paul. You got something else to add here, buddy?
Oh no, I'm really not a big Marvel fan, but I do like superhero games, and I like RTS games. I like XCOM. I've played them all to one point or another, and as simple as the mechanics are, they are also there's a lot to the strategy after a certain point. And I hope this game goes that deep, where you have to really control where you put your characters and stuff. I'm looking forward to it. I will jump on this game as soon as I can.
Okay. Want to wait?
All right,
the dragon.
Let me get straight into this, man. I'm a Command and Conquer dude, Tiberian's son. XCOM. What is that? What is it? Oh my God.
Starfield is next year. That'll come up later.
Not Starfield. What's the other one that's like Starfield, but it was
Starcraft. Starcraft is awesome.
Guy. Gears Tactics. Empire Sin. I love these games, right? when I saw this game, I saw the trailer. Then they had a developers interview on Saturday, and actually showed gameplay. Got me excited. One of my favorite movies of all time is Blade. Got my guy in there. Him, Wolverine.
Mm.
I'm stoked. Um, I play all genres of games, right? I don't discriminate against anything. Sports, RPGs, JRPGs, action RPGs, story-based games, military shooters, uh, battle royal,
The whole
multiplayer. It
kit and
don't matter.
caboodle.
I don't have no genre. I say I don't play that. Roguelike, love them. Um, I'm stoked for this game because first of all, it's hitting all platforms. That means nobody's gonna be left out. And they bringing in Marvel characters and a story that we're not used to. You got the Marvel characters fighting demons. It's not each other, not other mutants, not other celestial beings. This is demons. It's a whole new space. You're able to give your character certain abilities, the customization. This is looking fantastic. I am so looking forward to this game, man. Like I said, man, I'm into all of those type of games. So to have a genre like this with my favorite characters, I saw Blade. I'm like, I'm in. Blade, I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. Blade, Wolverine, I'm in. All I need is the Hulk now. Then I'm good. But those are the characters I want to, I want to play with. So, and after seeing the gameplay, after hearing a developer discuss his game, because one thing I like talking about developers, right? If they got the right charisma and personality, they can sell a game on you. And the dude,
absolutely.
and he sold a game on me. I was like, you know what? This is fire. His vision, the way that where they're taking the franchise at, I said, this is fire. So I will definitely give it a chance. I'm definitely gonna open it. I definitely will purchase it day one because, like I said, I'm already into the genre RTS. I love RTSs, man. They're really. Sometimes you just don't want to get out there and be Twitch shooting in Apex and PUBG. You just want to sit back and relax, still get some action, but just be able to point and click. So I'm excited for this, especially for the characters in the story. It's crazy. So I can't wait to get this in my hands and see what unfolds.
So I'm gonna give my piece, and then we're gonna wrap it up and get out of here. So let me tell you, for you nerds out there like me, there is
Like us.
technically. Well, I'm just saying, like, if you are like me, yes. So technically, this is not a RTS. It's more like a TBS. An RTS is bigger, more like Halo Wars, where TBS is turn based and smaller, like Gears Tactics. So
Facts.
it's more or less easier to control because it's waiting for you to make decisions,
Facts.
whereas an RTS happens whether you make
Yeah,
decisions or
the,
not.
the other guy's moving no matter what, if you're moving or not. Where this
Right.
pauses
So
the other player.
so
Right,
just so
right.
you guys know, there is a difference, and the difference
Different.
is the game waits for you to make decisions versus it's
Right, like
doing
taking your
stuff
turn, then they
regardless.
turn. It's like chess.
Yes.
Right,
Yes. So that's what it stands for, turn based.
Final Fantasy.
Turn based strategy. That's what it's
right, right.
that's what it stands for. So I just want you guys to know,
It's not like
not
Command
not
and
trying to
Conquer.
correct, but just so you
No,
understand.
no, that's a fact. That's a fact. You got to explain that to people that don't know. That's a fact.
That way you guys are not feeling some like kind of intimidated by the RTS, because RTS is a whole different monster than doing a TBS. A TBS,
Yeah,
you can sit back, be casual, and take your time.
right.
RTS is different. That takes some real
Command and
thinking.
Conquer is an RTS, technically.
Yes.
That's an
Halo
RTS.
Wars is another example, right? So
Warcraft.
yes,
They're all
Right,
RTS.
right.
But like Halo, I mean Gears Tactics and this new Marvel game
The
is
Averted
definitely,
game was similar to that as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, Gears
so
Tactics was awesome. Or
yeah,
is
so you
awesome.
get to take time. So I don't want you guys to get
intimidated.
intimidated. I
Right.
want you guys to understand that it's definitely casual. It is not hardcore.
Yeah, not as bad as casual you can get. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So trust me when I tell you, it's definitely entry level. Not to say that anyone's bad, but you
Or it's not
can.
challenging. It's definitely
It's
challenging.
approachable.
It'll be
is what
challenging,
I'm-
and it will be in depth because of how casual it is to
Right,
pick up and
yeah.
play. It will get deep for those who want to play it.
Like
right.
Empire Sin. That's another game that's
It's
more,
one of those.
It's a
It's
TBS.
easy to pick up, hard to master. Is
Yes,
what
it's
I would
yes.
classify it as.
Exactly, Paul. Exactly.
So the point I'm trying to get at is it's approachable for all audiences. So
Facts.
you don't have to be. This is just you have to be liking this genre. That's not true.
Yeah.
You'll probably like it just because you know what I mean. It's fun and it's got the characters you like. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. So my thoughts is, I think from the trailer, it looks dope. Kind of like everyone touched on, man. They got characters I love, man. Come on, man. I mean, Blade, one of my favorite all-time Marvel movies franchise of all time.
Right.
Come on, man. It's just too good to be true. You got Blade in here. I seen Ghost Rider on the cover. Nobody
Yeah.
really sees Ghost Rider. Come on, man. Ghost Rider is
Yeah, for
dope.
real.
Dope.
We haven't seen Ghost
Come
Rider
on.
since Nicolas Cage.
Oh
Fan
God, don't
favorite.
go there.
You
Don't go
see
there.
Nah, no, we
Wolverine
haven't
in
seen Ghost
there.
Rider since Age of the Shield.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
see Wolverine in the trailer. You know that's a fan favorite. But you know they got other characters in there that you probably never seen before, and I think that's a good thing, right? This is the darker side, more like the
Oh my God.
Hellblazer type
Mhm.
of Marvel
Oh,
universe that we get to experience, man. And I think that's dope. So
Facts.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm hopeful that they definitely put enough in there to keep us interested and busy, like Gears Tactics did. It did a lot. So I'm hoping this game does the same thing. And again, what got me excited is the characters. If the characters are not interesting to me, it's hard for me to pick it up and enjoy it. So alone, they already got my attention.
mm.
And I play any game like 108. It's some games. I'll be honest. I'm not really into sports, but I'll try anything. And Gears Tactics got me hooked. I was like, man, this is dope. And if it's like that, I'm gonna enjoy it, right? Um, with that said, I think let's do our outros, man. I think we had a good show today. I thank everybody for coming out and hanging out with us, hearing us go on. Game Pass train without the train. You know what I mean? Uh, and I think we had a solid show. So let's start out. Timmy, Timmy, the man that was like a
Timmy.
thousand Timmys coming in and out of the
Thousand Tims,
show.
yeah, I know. I
where,
don't know what was
where,
going on there.
where can they find you, bro? And if they can find you.
Yeah. Sometimes on Tuesday you can find me on Retro Renegades, and sometimes on Thursday on 4GQ But most of the time on Twitter it's Timmy
Thank you,
V2
Stanley.
and Xbox at V2 Timmy.
Dope. Appreciate that, man. I'm appreciate that. And I'm gonna keep going around. So we gonna go to the left of Yobi. Yes, I'm saving the dragon for last because I know he gonna go in.
You
So
know what time
uh
it is.
so what's up? Oh man, your puppy's so cute, man. Hey, look.
Sandy. Yeah, Sandy.
So where can they find you at, Yobi?
Man, listen, y'all can look in the chat. Y'all can find me at Twitter, Instagram, IG, and PlayStation Network at Dragonheart Yobi, and on Twitch as well, and Dheart Yobi on Xbox Live. I'll be posting my videos back again probably next week. My peace, love, light, inspiration videos. You ever having a bad day or just feeling the funk? My video will hopefully help you out of that funk. So peace, love, light, Daddy Hootenanny. Let's go.
Daddy Hootenanny.
I'm gonna go ahead and say he's also a member of the Retro Renegades.
Oh, Retro
as well.
Renegades at 7 o'clock every Tuesday night. Let's go.
If you would not remind him, and he didn't say nothing about that, he would have got that heat, man. I tell you right now.
Shut
The
up.
only
Got
other
that
guy-
heat
the
like
only
that
other
damn
guy-
kid.
the only
Let's
other
go.
guy I know that has not announced what show he's on is Flamish. All right, he's the only other one that's ever done that. And Yobi's
I'm
about to
not-
be second.
We're not gonna have no bodies over here.
Infinite, look at me. Look.
Okay, talk to the
Oh,
dog.
look
Talk
at
to
the
dog.
puppy.
And they
We
both
gonna
like
keep
peanut
it
butter.
moving. What's happening, my guy? Infinite, my guy. Where can they find you, homie?
Tuesday, 7 o'clock, Retro Renegades, of course, and here on Thursdays. I'm a little upset. I ain't going to say it, but we had another topic that we casually skipped over, Nickelodeon Brawl. But it's all right. We'll save it for
Oh,
another
the
day.
Smash Brothers clone. Got you.
Yeah,
We
it's
got-
going to be better
I
than
got
Smash
you.
Brothers.
Sorry.
But hey, we'll be all right about it. All right?
Yeah.
But we'll hit that up when it comes out the October 9th. But that's fine. You can catch me on Twitter.
Gotcha.
Same as ENFIN3T. And here as well.
All right, dope. And don't get me wrong, bro. We'll get that. Trust me, I want to talk about it too. We just go crazy when we get some good, Game Pass news. Just it be like that sometimes. But we definitely gonna hit on that because I think it looks solid. So, Cerebral Paul, man, thanks for coming through, man. You know, uh, thanks for being a new member of 4GQ TV.
And a new member of Retro Renegades.
I'm just letting
Yes,
everybody in these days.
I know this has been like
you
a big
just-
week for me. I'm like,
This
you know,
man is
It's a
like on
phenomenal week
everybody's
for you.
podcast.
Phenomenal
He's
week
like,
for you. It's moving on up.
Yep.
this man is like everywhere. Like if there's a podcast, you just see him creeping on up in
Who
there
would
somewhere.
have thought you actually have good luck after moving to Florida?
Yeah. Go figure.
Oh,
Wow.
see,
Oh,
Bob, Infinite,
ow.
don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Oh my god.
Oh, damn.
Mama. Gosh. Oh my. Y'all don't know how to act.
Yeah.
Tell them where to find you. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so let's see if I can keep track of all this now. Let's start with Sunday, the first day of the week. You can find me on Good Morning Xbox on Noof Nukem's channel at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. And if he starts it back up on the Flamish Experience later that day, I don't know when and if we're going to be starting that back up.
Later
Then
that year.
Yeah, then on Tuesdays on Retro Renegades, and then on Wednesdays, once it starts back up in a couple of weeks, on the Stubbscast channel, on Midweek Gaming, then on Thursdays here. And then on Fridays, I do, Fridays and Saturdays, I help out with the community game nights on Xbox with Mr. Tushy and Animated Evil and Noof Nukem. And then I never rest, apparently, because it like ties up my whole week. I think Fridays, I do everything on some night of the week except for Monday. So I guess Monday's my day off. But you can find me on Twitter at CerebralPaul1, and you can find my channel on YouTube where I do stream gameplay more than anything on those because I'm doing podcast everywhere else. And like currently, most of my streams circle around going through Psychonauts, and I am playing. Anytime you see me play it online, I'm playing it for the first time as I go through it. So I'm not playing it previously and then going through it. You're catching it live and in person with all the frustration and whatever as I go through. So just keep an eye on there. You can get my YouTube channel, which is Cerebral Paul, but it's hard to find that way for some reason. The damn filter. Oh, sorry, the filter. So you can, if you follow me on
link your
Twitch
stuff down into
or
the
Twitter,
description,
Cerebral Paul 1, then you can find my YouTube channel through that link as well. So
Okay,
there you go.
so I'm gonna just put it this way. Next time, you just put your laundry list of your schedule on your page. Okay,
Yeah, tell
We're
him
not
next
about to
next
say-
next show next
He
Thursday.
said
Say
laundry
look
list.
below.
He,
Like
he
read
did a whole he did a whole
Well,
nother show for an outro.
Hey, you know,
Hey, listen, we're gonna link your description down in the page,
funny.
bro. But definitely put
Hey,
your schedule on your
hey,
page.
this was my first week. I had to do it one time. Okay, I mean, you know.
Okay. Nah, you good, bro. But I'm like, man, I should have opened my
Be
mouth.
competing with
No,
He's
no,
like,
no. What
24
happened
hours
is
away.
he's like when you go sit down for a test and it's A, B, C, D, and D says all of the above.
oh
That's
my
who that
God,
man
that's
is.
exactly. It's like you might
All
that's
of the
answer.
above.
That's the answer. Don't
Terrible.
even say nothing. It's all of the
Oh.
above.
Lord
I
have mercy.
definitely. Thanks for replying. I'm just joking, but yes, I'm joking, not joking. We gotta keep your no, but thanks for coming through. It's been a pleasure. 108, man. What is good, man? Please, the unofficial official 4GQ TV member.
Facts. And retro
Please
gaming,
tell us.
same thing.
Tell us,
Listen,
where can
man,
they find you, bro?
you can find me at 108 Dragons TV every day on my channel, or you can find me at the Dragons Den on a Saturday with my special co-host, my light-skinned brother from another mother, aka Baby Ice Cube, the sexiest light-skinned electrifying
God.
YouTuber
Oh my
on
God.
the goddamn planet. You know how we do in these gaming streets. You know,
Oh no.
Pull up, pull up this Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, man. We gonna drop some hot topics for you, and I guarantee you, I got a topic for your behinds out there that y'all gonna be like, Lemon is crazy, but I'm pretty sure nobody ain't talking.
Oh my! Oh, I know.
You
I'm not saying
already
that.
know what we talking
You-
about. But yeah, man,
you are
follow me on
messy.
108 Dragons TV, man. Pleasure for having me. 4GQ TV. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man, and shout out to my man Carlo, aka the Italian Clowns. That's what it is, baby. Feel better.
Thanks for
You
sure.
did a great job. Did a great job, BK. Great
Look in
job.
the
Let's
chat.
go.
Did you see in the chat what graphic God put?
Yes, I see.
Where can they
Graphic
find you,
God
Paul?
I'm not
says,
looking.
"Where can you find me, Paul?" Just say yes.
Wow.
Hey, look.
Uh,
I
This your
have lighter
guy,
skin.
the
Why don't
most
I get the
electrifying
attention?
man, and all entertainment right here. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for dropping by, hanging out with us. 4GQ TV. You definitely find me every Thursday on 4GQ TV, every Saturday at the Dragon's Den, hanging out with my big brother over there. And
yeah.
you never know where I might pop up, but definitely what I want you guys to do is hit the like button, subscribe, because we have a special show that we do called the MCU After Show. I really want you guys to check that out. It is awesome. We put a lot of work into really entertaining you guys. I really want you guys to check out that show, and we do have many more interviews for Dez, voice actors, etc., coming down the pipe. So keep tuned, keep watch, subscribe, and hit that like. Anyways, thanks for coming through, guys. See you guys next time. Peace out.
Oh, GQ TV is the new name.
I'm starting to go fund me for my problems.
It ain't for GQ TV no more.